fear not, because capitalism is doing a magnificent job at undermining itself by creating technologies that it cannot survive. All these wonderful recent technological innovations and revolutions are making corporations absolutely irrelevant. Very soon, when economies of scale have been destroyed by the combination of the internet and 3D printing, there will be no need to have Volkswagen. There will be no need to have any of the corporations that have become part and parcel of corporate capitalism. We will have the capacity with these technologies very soon, sooner than we think, to produce immense wealth, to replace a lot of the chores, actually all of the chores, all the repetitive work, including intellectually repetitive work that most doctors and most lawyers actually do these days, with machines, once machines pass the Turing test. Then we are going, as a species, we're going to have a choice. We have a choice between two science fiction movies. One is Star Trek, which is the ideal communism. They are all sitting around, not working. They have a hole in the wall that produces anything they want. And they have philosophical discussions and explore the universe. That's communism. But there's another possible extreme, the Matrix, where all human beings are attached to a system of machines that suck the life out of us, create illusions in our heads of a world that doesn't exist, and where we are the ultimate dystopia, victims and slaves of the machines that we have created in a Dr. Frankenstein kind of way. The choice is ours. It will be political. And the only way we're going to shift towards Star Trek rather than the Matrix is through the energizing of democratic politics and transparency and facing the truth and taking the red, not the blue pill. Further on the question of technology, I remember I think we were together in the Ecuadorian embassy, and we were having a discussion with Julian Assange. And Julian said something really worrying and probably true. We are losing the 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 18-year-olds in Mumbai, in Portugal, in Ghana, who dream of producing the next app, the next killer app that will net them €1 billion or dollars. They don't give a damn about us, about whistleblowers, about politicians. They just want to be the next Google, the next Steve Jobs, the next Spotify inventor, the next inventor of Instagram. And unless the left develops a narrative that convinces these young people that the future is going to be very brutish, very nasty, and very short for them, if those endeavors are private, and they think that they can get away simply by making this success or carving out that success story for themselves, unless we have a capacity to inspire them in the importance of creating those apps and these technologies, but to do so in a collective spirit and in a society where we're looking after each other, they're going to end up burnt out, even if they succeed, on drugs, in therapy, by the time they're 35, or they will most likely have failed and be unemployable people living on the streets, suffering a mental disorder. And this is the task of the left. The chances are not that good that we will succeed, but we have a moral duty to try it.